Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome, my friends. Today's episode of Top Deck, we are covering a top 200 Jund Magecraft deck. This one's by Star. Very excited to be sharing this deck here with you. Now, it's practically a Jund sacrifice deck, so I'm really looking forward to diving into this here today. And additionally, it's got a ton of things from Strixhaven's, lots of mechanics for us to dive right into. So appreciate you tuning in. Please feel free to navigate down below to the timestamps. I also have the deck list down there. We are going to cover the main board and what it is in terms of the strategy and objective of the deck. We'll talk a little bit about the sideboard here. It is primarily a best of one deck. I've procured the best of three sideboard here for you. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And then additionally, last but not least, we'll play some competitive Magic and then talk about where that resides in the meta. And we're going to do it for both best of one and best of three here today. Now, if you have questions or comments throughout the video, please let me know, flip me a like. Also, feel free to hop in the Discord server, my friends, and hang out with everyone. So really looking forward to this. So let's get into it here. Again, this is Star's top 200 Jund Magecraft deck, also practically a Jund sacrifice deck. Now, this one thing again is primarily it's best of one, so really making use of the sorcery lessons here with the learn mechanic, which I am very excited about and very happy to be playing for you here with this, making a great use of a lot of the new mechanics. So really when we get into it is the 2-drop slot, then at the 3, and then even the 4. So an extremely low curve, very powerful deck. A lot of things revolve around stealing, draining life, sacking our own creatures. Then again, like I said, the learn, lots of draw. We have Deadly Brew, the ability to pull things back. This card's awesome and limited as well. Excited to see it here in standard. Witherbloom Apprentice, little pinging going on. We got the Bastion of Remembrance, so whenever a creature dies, again we drain. And the big one here is Sedgemoor Witch. So this sucker's got Menace, it's got Ward, so pay 3 life. So if they target this creature, they have to pay 3 life additionally. And then Magecraft, whenever we cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, we get to create that 1/1 black and green pest creature token. And then lovely Woestrider here. And then at the tip of the spear, no pun intended, we got Mortality Spear. This spell will cost 2 less cast for gain life, destroy target non-land permanent. So very powerful, robust deck. The one consideration that you may want to make is you can also add in the new lands from Strixhaven here, where if you show a swamp or a forest, my guess is Star maybe didn't want to craft it. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe he'll comment for us. So with that would be one consideration there in this space that you could use to really help from that side. But really excited about this deck and happy to play it for you, like I said, today. And again, this best of one, taking advantage of all the things in the sideboard, which is just very powerful for us and does a lot of stuff here. Now, with that, Planeswalkers, that is the strategy objective of this deck. It's really kind of a mid-range deck, so lots of pinging, lots of damage in terms of draining, which is very exciting for us here today. It should hold well against really aggro-based decks. I could see some late-game decks maybe being a challenge, but we'll find out, and that is why we got a sideboard. So with that, we'll move on into our best of 3. So we talked about what we have here. You're not really going to move anything from the sideboard, and this is a great way for us to move into the standard, because this is the way, in my opinion, decks will probably need to be built with access to the sideboard, at least the first half, and then giving you 8 more cards in terms of the best of 3. Now, what I did do was try and shore this up against what I felt were some of the decks that we might run into some challenges against. So in terms of aggro, mid-range, and late game lineup, the reality is you're going to be okay against aggro. Mid-range you'll be okay against because we can drain them. Once you get outside of that, and move into more of the direct kill spells or late game decks. So these are going to be things like Is It Dragons or Prismari Dragons, similar kind of mirror match sometimes. Additionally, anything that's going to have control or board wipe, any of the Dimir, and we're still running into a ton of decks from before. So keep those things in mind. The reality is I got Cling to Dust here for rogues, or if we need to get stuff out of the graveyard. So if you need to whip out a Woe Strider, we got Necromentia. So this card is very powerful. Gonna take out some late game stuff if we run into turns, if we run into Sultai Ultimatum, which is what we did yesterday, those kinds of things. If you need to get Ugin out, gonna rip things apart. And then Mortality Spear here. If we need to take out a non-land permanent, again, I really like this because it costs us 2 at instant speed if we gain life. There are other cards that you can certainly play, but for a uncommon, this is very, very powerful here. So really excited about this one here, Planeswalkers, and looking forward to playing it for you here today. What would I side out in terms of some of these? Honestly, it's going to be Claim the Firstborn, and then you're going to move whatever you need to in against that. So pretty powerful there, pretty easy to move around as well. And like I said, really looking forward to this deck. So Planeswalkers, with that said, that is the strategy objective of this deck. At the mid-range, we talked about the aggro, mid-range, and late-game type decks in terms of your best 3 sideboard. Very excited about this, like I said. So let's go ahead and play some competitive Magic here with Ubelstar's top 200 Jund Magecraft deck, also Jund's Sacrifice in terms of a lift here. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Yesterday I did that Sultai Ultimatum deck. You guys can check that one out. It's super fun. We've done the mono red aggro one. Today, the Jund Magecraft deck. So for those of you that are joining right now, we whipped through the strategy objective of this deck. Again, should be very powerful against creature based, primarily a best of 1 deck. So we'll see how it holds up here today. We go first. This isn't the best start, but we will try it. Let's see what we're playing. We got a Lurrus, so we are going to be playing some rogues deck. So I'm actually going to try it. I don't like it a ton, but we can always do this, and we'll have to be careful here. So Cling is exactly like I said that we wanted to be careful of in terms of what we hit here. So we can do this first. We'll do this. And then now we got to figure out what we want to go get. So we can exile, we can get these things off. We can always do that. So Confront the Past, very powerful. I'm debating on this first. I think I will do that. Probably going to be a rogue. Oh, no. So we'll load the board here. So the trick will be, there it is. The trick's going to be steal and sack a bunch of these things. All right, perfect. Now what I want to figure out is, I think we do this. Now we can sack a bunch of stuff if we want. We'll get rid of 2 here, because we want to draw some things. man, all kinds of life. All kinds of life. So here, whenever we cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, we get our pingers. All right, so let's see if we get this off again. So now let's go with this. We can do that. And we'll go 2. And refill. There we go. Oh, it's so many lands. So many lands. So we don't need much to win, but we need something. Oh, not that. Should we go with another red? I don't think we need to. Now, I did that so I can pull him back next turn. So hopefully they don't have a Clang. There we go. Let's do this first. Probably could have got rid of the lands first. That's all right. Let's go grab something. We'll grab that. So next turn we can get rid of Lurrus unless they have some counter magic there. Woo! So even, odd. Let's get this one off the board. We'll keep that. Oh, killer. That works. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope they don't have counter. There it is. Let's save that. What are we at? 32. There we go. Could have attacked in there. Maybe. We'll see what we get in the next one. There we go. Should be game now. Three. There we go. Oh, that's so nasty. Super, super fun there. I really like this. Very, very cool deck, Ubelstar. Well done. Well done. Particularly against rogues, too. Alright, let's see what we got. Pedrazi. We can keep this. Ooh, Rakdos. Should we grab here? Let's grab those. Pedrazi. Let's get rid of this for now. We get rid of the land. Let's do that guy. There we go. What I was hoping to do was flip in the serrated here. They do not have enough in there yet. Very close. We don't have our draw engines right now, though. Ooh, there we go. So as long as we can keep Plum the Forbidden, we'll see. It's a miss. That helps. We'll keep that. Actually, we didn't need to do that. Yes, we probably should have went in with everything. That's okay. Because if we would have swung in, we would have got 3, we would have had lethal. So, yeah, that was a misplay. Yeah, and if they would have blocked the ball, we could have brought it back in, so. We can still come back. There we go. So we're good with Menace right now. Gotta bring this back for my mistake. So Sedgemoor Witch is okay right now. There we go. Let's see if we can get this one off. Two to go. We just need a spell. That one won't do it. I actually don't even need that. They need another creature on the board. Even Bone Crusher. It's not good enough. They can't hit Witch. Oh, did I have it? No. Boom, we came back. Made that a little longer than it needed to be, my friends. My bad. Ooh, this deck is gas. All right, on to our third and final best of one. Nice, 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 nice. Really, really liking this deck. Just smooth, lots of draw, lots of outs, lots of play, lots of different combos, mechanics, all those things that you can do. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Get one of each here right away. Against Spawn. Hopefully they wait to spike it. Then we can hit it with Village Rites, which would be huge. Oh, shoot. Nope, didn't wait. Ooh, Gruul Snow. Ooh, more than that. Gruul Snow. We just need to be able to keep the witch here. Okay, Spawn, what are you doing? There it is. Here we go. Let's try this again. We will try this again. Magmatic Channeler. Sedgemoor Witch. This time we can at least sack it. Would have been better last time. But that's not what happened. Dun dun dun. Crusher is gone. We got one more witch still. We got to hit some of our combos here, man. Yeah, if only we would have had a bunch of our pests here. We're gonna keep the goats for now. I feel like we killed the Chandler. Either way here. And we got another green. That way we can pull this out too next turn. Ooh, we are definitely getting that back in. There we go. So good news here is not going to waste my Woe Strider for sure. And now we can start looking for what we need. This will be a good match for us. Let's see what we got here. We can exile. We can create a bunch. So let's pull this. If they get the red, so we can hit Clythos. Ooh, it's a good match. A good match. We get another Bastion, that would be nice. Too bad we didn't have all those witches still. So here's how we have to block. We'll block on questing. Well, we can't do that actually. We got to take the 4 there. I need to keep that thing up, and then I can block there later. And unfortunately, I drained everything out of there. So we're still in it. Oof. Probably would have been better to attack in with Deadly Brew first and then have brought Woe Strider back to our hand. That was the better play. They just exile there. Ah, shoot. That was the better play. We'll take 4 again. long matches. All right. Hopefully we can get something. We're not at what we need there yet. Oh. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. That's the right play. Gonna lose 3 though. Gotta take the 4 and then hope we get something next time. I can't hope that we'd have enough there, so that's why I have to block on the questing. We'll go to 6, 7. All right, time of truth. Don't think we're gonna be able to. They burned all of our stuff at the beginning. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I mean, the only thing I could have done was maybe bring a few things back, but I don't think that's the case. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we could have played 2 maybe, huh? Nope. Oh, that would have helped. That would have helped. Too late though. Good matches. 2-1. Not bad. Not bad. Let's go on into our best of 3 here with this deck. Super fun, my friends. I am loving the Jund Magecraft deck, or the Jund Sacrifice deck here for our Strixhaven. On to our best of 3. Again, yesterday we did that top 200 Sultai Ultimatum. Today, the Jund Magecraft. Now, interestingly enough, this deck certainly is taking a while in terms of some of these matches. So we were actually faster yesterday with the Sultai Ultimatum deck. So... all right, so let's see how we go with Thales Bion. We'll play first. We will keep this. So we have one of everything. No turn 1, but we do have a turn 2. We got a late game deck, so it's going to be a Sultai Ultimatum deck. So this will be a good challenge for us. Oh man, that scared me. We can destroy enchant. We don't need that right now. Let's grab this. We need another black land. Now they have enough for Ultimatum. Green does not help us here. There we go. No point in blocking. They have enough for Ultimatum. Ooh. That works. So we'll drop the Serrated. We'll claim the Firstborn on the Woe Strider. And that's 2, 3, 4. We can swing for the potentially lethal next turn. We'll see. Depends on what happens here. But we can also bring back our Sedge Witch. No, we can't bring back our Sedge Witch. Ooh, there you go. That's fine. So we got Serrated, we can swing for here. And we can bring the other one in and sack it. So there's at least 4 there. We got to get 3 damage in. Could have pulled those, I guess, and checked. Oof. Man, we should have been sacking all of our stuff. We would have been okay. Dale's buying. We're at 4. Ugh. Bummer. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, that's a huge bummer. If we would have just been sacking those scorpions, we probably would have had them. So, note to self to always just kill your own stuff too, particularly against the Shadow's Verdict here. So here's where we'll put in the Necromentia. I'm just gonna go to the next match because we're not coming back from that. we're gonna pull in our Necromencias. 4. And what else do we want to pull out here? Those aren't really going to do much for us, so we'll grab these guys. We'll go one more on that. There we go. All right, let's redeem ourselves here against Thales BO1. BO1. I will keep this. Save this. I think we go the witch first, by the way. We'll try it. Then we'll go rip Ultimatum. Actually, Shadow's Verdict's probably first. We'll go Ultimatum first. It's nice that you get to see everything in their deck. So they still got the Shadow's Verdicts. Necromencia. I would assume they'll play Valky here maybe, huh? Need to get the next Necromencia so we can get that Shadow's Verdict out. And this works well in this deck too when we got a bunch to draw. If we destroy it, though, they'll do their thing on it. They might try for more value. if they go with the binding... No, I didn't do that. But we can still trigger Mortality Spear here. That's what I figured was going to happen. Well, it's not going to be the right one. We'll keep that. That works. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Oh, shoot. That was a mana mistake there. Ooh, we're done. I think we're done. 11, it's close. Ah, bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. They'll get plenty of value here. Shoot. Well, I think we had the right idea nonetheless with this deck in terms of late game. I do like how it played. The Shadow's Verdict just wipes you. We could have went for that. We went for the Emergent first. Maybe it would have been better to go that path. It does happen, and that's okay. So not too beat up over it, as like I said, it does happen. And if we would have killed that first, they wouldn't have gotten ahead like this. All right, so we are on to bigger and better things now, my friends. Back to best of one with this deck because it is nasty. Super fun, like I said. Had a blast with this one by Ubostar again today. So let's go ahead here and check out our Jund Magecraft deck. So a lot of things happening, like I said. Works out really nice. I think it plays well. Again, late game worked out. Necromentia, probably if I would have ripped Shadow's Verdict, might have been a little bit different because you might have had a little bit more survival there and some more turns in, but very good nonetheless. In terms of the best of one lineup, we went 2-1, so very, very well played. Matches tend to be like a traditional kind of sacrifice deck. Works out well. I think it's certainly stronger in the best of one right now. I would say, you know, probably tier 2 mid to top actually. So we'll see how this continues to play out. I like the concept. Claim the Firstborn is going to really help this deck just because it's generally aggro heavy. We didn't hit too many of the crazy things. We did get it going on a couple times, which is a lot of fun. So, and then in best of 3, we did go 0-2 and lost overall to a Sultai Ultimatum deck. If we would have killed our own Scorpions, I think we would have got it the second match. We probably should have lost, not the first one. And went to game 3. But in best of 3, again, this is what I like in terms of sideboard. Certainly some things that you could change up. You could always pull a couple of these options out or add some other options in there too. We'll continue to see this as Strixhaven gets more evolved, but I really like what we have going on here. And I do like the Necromentias because a lot of that stuff will help you against some of those late game things. Again, already piggybacking on Mirror Match or some other decks that you may need Cling to Dust, like Rogues, those kinds of things, even though we did beat a Rogues deck in the best of 1 realm. So a little bit different in best of 3 though. So in terms of where this one's at, probably mid tier 2. For now, we'll continue to keep an eye on it and watch again top 200 Jund Sacrifice or Jund Magecraft deck by Ubostar. Really enjoyed it. Now, Planeswalkers, please feel free to flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. Also, great ways to stay in touch down below in the details. The Discord server information is there for you too if you'd like to hop in, and hope you enjoyed it. So great ways to support, like I said, and always appreciate that. So we'll see you again soon, Planeswalkers. Until next time, stay safe. Mythras out. We got a lot coming your way. Looking forward to the new weekly, and then also the Twitch streaming we got going on this week. All right, Planeswalkers, until next time, Mythras out.